Learn from an attorney how to distinguish behavior that is horseplay from that which is bullying, and how to break it down for anyone else if you need to. Kids, get your parents. They need to see this. Hi, I'm Stacey Storino, an attorney since 1998, certified life coach since 2015, and the leader in legal coaching that turns people into effective advocates for themselves and their loved ones when they're bullied, special needs, or both. Woman 101 stands for wisdom that turns victims into victors. Now, let's get down to the difference between horseplay and bullying and how to make the distinction when faced with doubters who are trying to minimize your or your child's trauma. Stay tuned until the end of the video so that you can learn about a method to stop bullies after all else fails. Yep, there is a method. Look, to be fair, every disagreement amongst kids doesn't rise to the level of bullying. According to Philip C. Rodkin, author of Bullying and Children's Peer Relationships in the White House Conference on Bullying Prevention, quote, "What distinguishes bullying from other forms of childhood aggression, whether a hard-fought basketball game or a rough and tumble play, is unequal and coercive power," unquote. Remember, as I've said in past videos in the Enemy Remedy playlist that we have on this Woman 101 YouTube channel, bullying is defined as unwanted, intentional, aggressive behavior that involves a real or perceived power imbalance that is repeated over time. In an article written by Bonnie Bell Carter and Vicki G. Spencer, entitled "The Fear Factor and Students with Disabilities," that was featured in the International Journal of Students with Disabilities, the term bullying is not used when two students of approximately the same strength are fighting. Increased power doesn't have to be present, but there must be at least a perceived advantage for the bully. Maybe physically, mentally, emotionally, that sort of thing. Look, the bully-victim connection is the absolute opposite of what a healthy peer relationship is. Meaning, peers are equals on the same social standing, while a bullying situation definitely involves at least one party's lack of equal standing with the other. So how do you explain to someone that something they're trying to pass off or explain away or trivialize as horseplay is actually bullying? It's the inequality of standing between the parties, the abuse and unfairness associated with bullying that makes it inappropriate. Focus on that as well as how the situation makes you, or the victim, feel mentally, physically, emotionally, and so on. Friends engage in horseplay. The bully and victim are definitely not friends, so don't let bullies' parents, friends, or even teachers or school administrators pass off bullying as horseplay. Know the points that you have to make and make them in as cool, calm, and collected manner as you possibly can without dialing into the drama yourself. Gaining a support system that exists on the school campus and off of it can keep a bullied kid safer. And when all else fails, it's time to call in the cavalry, meaning having at least one adult who can serve as your advocate with the school system and, if need be, the police and the court system. You can't ignore bullying. It won't go away. Every study and survey shows that avoidance has no upside when it comes to bullying. And I've got a system called the Enemy Remedy that can help you or the ones who love you out big time. So make sure you check out the link down below in this video's show notes for more details. I would love to hear from you. Have you ever had anyone try to pass off bullying as horseplay? Have you ever had anyone try to trivialize what they have done to you or to your child? Share down below and let's have all of the Woman 101 Wise Owls love up on you and give you support. Remember, Woman 101 stands for wisdom, turning victims into victors. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video and share this with anyone you know who could use some support. Woman 101, be wise with your heart.